Hey guys, this video is going to discuss the paperwork for clinical day 5, also clinical week 10 if you're counting by days. And this is the week that we will be practicing our final concept map. So at the end of the semester, by the end of the semester, we do have a graded concept map. It is a pass-fail. There is not an actual number put on it. And I have attached the evaluation sheet to this email. So we are going to have the students practice their final concept map and in hopes of the next week to be their final concept map. So the only difference in this one is that we are now going to be doing 2 nursing diagnosis with goal outcome statements, interventions, rationales, evaluations, and overall goal outcome evaluation. So please tell your students to just go ahead and print off another set of the goal outcome rationale evaluation intervention sheets, just because it's very hard if they try to fit it all into one sheet because you don't know what intervention's going toward what. So that's all we're doing is just doing 2, so just a little bit longer, okay? So that's here. Also encourage your students, if they have not already done all their health histories, that they really do need to be finishing those up. So I'm going to go over the evaluation sheet real quick, and for some reason this won't show the whole thing. I have to move it, but again, it's attached to the email. This is also found on Blackboard for the students as well. So I would like you to print off one of these as you grade the practice final concept map, okay? Because you're not going to be turning this page into me for the practice one, but I think it's extremely helpful for us to grade the practice one with the evaluation sheet so the students can know exactly where they need to improve. So this is set up into 4 areas. So specific patient problems, patient goal outcomes, nursing interventions, and evaluations of interventions and overall goal outcomes. So you'll see that there are pass, fail. And so we are just giving, satisfactory or NIs in pass or unsatisfactory in fail, okay, is how you would could grade that. In order for a student to pass a concept map, they can have 1 needs improvement in each of the areas. Okay, so 1 in this area, 1 in this area, 1 in this area, and 1 in this area. Okay, that just because everybody makes little mistakes, and so unless they just didn't do it at all, or there's one thing that if we could have just worded it a little differently to make it needs improvement. It's another thing that they just completely got it wrong, that in their, if it would be a unsatisfactory is if in their goal outcome statement, if they put interventions instead of outcomes, that's unsatisfactory. So just know that's what how you're gonna grade it here: a satisfactory NI or a U under fail, and then any comments if they got any NIs as well. Okay, so again, you are not turning this one into me. It is at the final concept map. Will you have them sign it and you sign it, and during simulation you can turn these into me. Okay, the question always comes up: what if I had to have a student that gets S's in every single box on their practice? I'm inclined to pass them on that and let that be their final concept map. It is rare, but it does happen. So I don't really bring that up to the students because I don't want them to be disappointed when they don't pass on the practice week. But do know that if you have a student whose concept map is just fantastic, you really have no room for improvement, I don't see the need in them to continue to have to do them, so they can pass on that practice if that is the case. So there would be no NIs on this on the practice week. Okay, that is the evaluation sheet, and that's just great for feedback this week. I have also included directions for their final concept map. If you can either email this to them or print it off and give it to them, and it's basically a stepwise approach that if they a checklist, if they are go through it and make sure that they do every single one of these things, there is absolutely no reason why they should not pass their final concept map. So that's included in this email as well. So just to quickly discuss what the remainder of the semester looks like. So this next week is the practice final concept maps. Most people do need to do another one. They don't get it perfect, so it is truly their practice. Then they will have a final concept map due on the week of this week, back to the second to last week in clinical. And if for some reason they still needed another week, they do have this very last day. This very last day, once in the email next week, I will send some abbreviated paperwork, and that is given to students once they have passed their final concept map. So this is intended to hopefully be able to do the abbreviated paperwork that last week. And of course, we have simulation that final week. So again, practice concept map this week, final concept map the next, and then hopefully abbreviated paperwork. But it is reserved in case they do need to improve on their concept map to pass. Okay, hope this email helped, or this video helped. If you have any questions, please let me know. Reach out to me, and I'm happy to help with whatever questions you may have about the grading. Talk to you soon. Bye.